From Bob Wren Stadium in Athens, Ohio, it's game number 23 of the 2017 Xenia Scout season, as the Scouts will look to get back above 500 tonight in Athens. Gabe Genovesi here with you on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. Xenia comes in 11-11. They'll take on the Southern Ohio Copperheads, who sit at 11-10 in third place in the Southern Division. Xenia in fourth with a win tonight. They would take over sole possession of third place. The Scouts 2-3 this year against the Copperheads, as a little bit of a drizzle has gotten started here at Bob Wren. It's supposed to rain all throughout the night. Ben Beachy, the leadoff batter for the Scouts, swings through a fastball, 0-1. Brett Van Zant, the pitcher, on the mound tonight for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Van Zant, a 4.37 ERA as Beachy lines one foul, 0-2. 1-0 in 6 appearances is Van Zant. Opponents bat .224 against the righty. 12 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 11 hits, 6 earned runs. The 0-2 to Ben Beachy. Curveball, ground ball, left side, picked up by the shortstop, flung over, 1 down here in the first. Beachy grounds out to begin this game, and that'll bring up Ryan Park for the Xenia Scouts. Beachy let it off. Park follows him. Donald Ring in the 3-hole tonight for the Scouts, followed by Kyle Casserly, Chris Ackerman, and Caden Owens in the 4, 5, 6 spots. Aaron Takis, Joey Roddy, and Francisco Ondina, the 7, 8, 9 hitters, round out the Scouts lineup tonight. As Park takes a hack at the first pitch, chopper towards short. Kirkpatrick makes the play once again, 2 down here in the first. So a couple straight 6-3 groundouts to begin this one. And Donald Ring will hope to get something going here in the top half of the first inning. Around the diamond for the Copperheads, Bryson Smith at the hot corner, Justin Kirkpatrick and Zach Walsh, the middle infield for Southern Ohio tonight. Matt Harrison over at first as Ring takes a ball low and inside, 1-0. Chase Thurber behind the plate for the Copperheads. Out in the outfield, Ty Sunken, Daniel McFarland, and Philip Tomasulo from left to right. Ring, the lefty, a 244 hitter on the year. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Southern Ohio, we know one thing about these guys that can put up runs, as the 2-0 pitch to Ring is high, 3-0. The offense is going to have to get going for the Scouts tonight. Currently last in the Great Lakes League in batting average at .237. Now the 3-0 pitch to Ring, just below the knees, ball 4. Donald Ring is on with a 4-pitch walk, the first base runner of the night for the Scouts, and then I'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Kyle Casserly. In all 5 games these two teams have played, the Southern Ohio Copperheads have put up at least 7 runs. The Scouts were able to pull off a couple victories. As Ring leads off first, Casserly, a lefty, the pitch. Line drive, base hit, right center field. That ball's in the gap. Ring's going to go from first to third. Casserly trying to extend this into a double, and he's in there safely. A stand-up double for Kyle Casserly, his 6th of the year. Second and third, 2 down here in the first for the Scouts. Cass, who came into this game a .216 hitter, does have power to the gaps as we have seen all year long, and that brings up Chris Ackerman for Xenia. Ackerman, a .271 hitter this year, 13 for 48. Third on the team in RBIs with 11. The junior from Hillsdale College trying to bring a couple home here in the first. The pitch, fastball swung on and missed high and outside, 0-1. Ackerman has reached base in 14 of 15 games this year for the Scouts. He has 10 RBIs in his last 5 games as he takes a ball on the outside, off the outside edge, 1-1. That was after just 1 RBI in his first 10 games.
Good job, man. Show up and bring your ring.
The 1-1 pitch, lined foul down the third baseline, 1-2 to Chris Ackerman. Way ahead of that off-speed pitch. I mentioned the Scouts need to put up a lot of runs against this Copperheads team. And, yep, there it is. I think we have a lightning strike. And we're going to have to clear the field. This is supposed to go off and on all night. The census here in Athens is we probably aren't going to get this game in. It poured all the way here on the 2.5-hour drive. Stopped for a couple hours from about 5:30 till now. And I believe it's a half-hour wait until at least until a half-hour wait from every lightning strike we see. The count was 1-2 on Chris Ackerman. The Scouts with runners on second and third here in the first. And I'm going to step off here until we get some further word about what's going on. They're going to put the tarp on the field. Any updates I get, I will surely feed them to you guys. I'll come back every now and then. Just talk about what's going on around the Great Lakes League, what's going on with the Scouts. But I'm going to step off for now. I'll keep you guys updated. at Bob Wren Stadium here in Athens, Ohio. Still in this rain delay, and there is no signs of this stopping anytime soon, folks. So 1-2 count on Chris Ackerman. The Scouts had runners on second and third with 2 down in the first when we saw lightning, and it has really not stopped. Looking at radars, I don't think it's going to stop. It's going to be tough to get this one in today. The Copperheads do come to Xenia in a couple of weeks. We would play a doubleheader on one of those dates as I try to pull up what day that would be, but my computer is being slow. Just a quick around the league update for you. Nothing else going on in the Southern Division. The Steam and the Graders have yet to get started. The Jazz and the Joes have yet to get started. The Jazz came into tonight in first place in the Southern Division at 12-8. The Steam 13-9, deadlocked with the Jazz in first. The Jazz have played a couple less games than the Steam. The Copperheads in third at 11-10. The Scouts in fourth at 11-11. The game tonight would have been for sole possession of third place. If the Scouts would have got a win, they would have jumped Southern Ohio. And the Hamilton Joes all the way back in fifth at 6-16, 7 games back of first place. The Scouts 2 games back, and the Copperheads a game and a half back of the Jazz and the Steam, who are sitting there in first. And yeah, that's really. I'm very sorry, folks. Andrew Alex, of course, had to go back to Virginia Tech this weekend. If he were here, we would totally talk some baseball, have a conversation, and try to keep you guys entertained. But I am running solo tonight, and there's really nothing else to be said except for the fact that the dugouts are close to being flooded here at Bob Wren Stadium. If this game can somehow get underway, of course, I will let you guys know. Keep an eye on Twitter as well. I will tweet whether this game officially gets canceled or we're going to try to play this thing soon. And then just to give you those exact dates for those Copperheads games, July 20th and July 21st. Thursday, July 20th, we would probably try to do a doubleheader at Grady's Field. If not Friday the 21st, we would get that doubleheader in. But either way, this being a Southern Division game, we will make this game up, it being very important to the playoff race as we come down not the final stretch quite yet. 18 games left in this 42-game season. And it's 4 teams separated by 2 games here in the Southern Division. I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully we can play some baseball tonight. Back here at Bob Wren, it is official. This game is canceled. No game tonight in Athens. The Scouts will stay at 11-11. The Copperheads will stay at 11-10. Man, Southern Ohio can't catch a break. Rain out tonight, off day yesterday. I believe a rain out the day before that. It has just been pouring here in Athens the past few days. And the Scouts, who had an off day Thursday, yesterday, they get rained out tonight, and coming off a couple straight losses, the Scouts haven't seen a positive result in about 4 days now. Tomorrow will be day 5. Xenia will be in Richmond, Indiana tomorrow as the Scouts will take on the Jazz, a 7:05 first pitch. I'll be back with you for that one. Andrew's still out of town all weekend. Hope you can join me tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch in Richmond, as the Scouts will try to gain a game on the Richmond Jazz, who sit in first place in the Southern Division. I will talk to you tomorrow night. Have a blessed night, everybody.